50,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town.
Knife the watermelon.
Knife the watermelon.
On your feet, soldier! We are soap!
What the hell kind of name is soap, eh?
Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare is what put the COD series on the motherflippin' map, which is probably why they got Nuke so hard. Everyone and their grandma was playing this game. I mean, who could ever forget these iconic characters and missions? They even put in Chernobyl, the power plant that blew up and killed a bunch of innocent children. Now it's just Ferris wheels by themselves. You know what? The kids deserved it anyway.
Knife the watermelon. Good news first. The world's in great shape. We've got a civil war in Russia. Government loyalists against ultranationalist rebels. And 15,000 nukes at stake.
That doesn't really sound like goodness to me. I'm just saying.
And the bad news?
We've got a new guy joining us today. Fresh out of selection. His name's Soap.
Wow, am I really that bad? 15,000 nukes, but I'm the bad news? Gaz is behind us, giving us a tutorial on how to shoot our gun and hip fire. I mean, you would think someone in the military would know how to do this, but damn, my aim's good.
Remember, switching to your pistol is always faster than reloading. Remember, switching to your pistol is always faster than reloading.
Then, Gaz gives us the most impossible task ever created.
Knife the watermelon. Knife the...
Don't you dare tell me to do that. I just don't have the courage.
Nice.
Wow, that watermelon was fat. Maybe I should have been a chef instead. But now it's time to meet the rest of the crew, as well as the man himself, Captain Price.
Right. What the hell kind of name is soap, eh? How'd a muppet like you pass selection?
Look, it's a childhood nickname, okay? I dropped the soap in the shower one time. But Captain Price orders us to run this obstacle course while we have a time limit, and Gaz holds the current record at 19 seconds, so you know I gotta beat him. So I made it my mission to beat Gaz and the developer's record, even if it was hard, even if it was a little embarrassing.
Go back!
And so I literally spent the next 25 minutes doing the course over and over and over again until I was eventually able to beat Gaz's record. But Captain Price didn't even acknowledge it. But I kept trying. I was not going to stop until I had below 15 seconds. And this is also when I figured out that your accuracy matters a lot. Failure after failure, Captain Price screaming in my ear, getting so close. I decided that for my next run, I was going to try switching to my pistol early so that I might be able to go faster. And what do you know? I had my perfect run, my shots, my movement, my flashbangs, and accuracy were all picture perfect. And as I sprinted to the finish line, I knew I had done it.
Pretty good, soap, but I've seen better.
It took me like 30 minutes, but I beat that stupid developer. Okay, well, Captain Price, did you need anything? We shouldn't be watching TV on the job. But for our first task with the crew, we're heading out to sea to infiltrate a cargo ship and retrieve the package. Didn't really need to shoot that many bullets for a drunk guy. But then we kill some people in their sleep for not being subscribed for Baby K-Doll. Hey, seriously, you better click that big red button. We make our way through the ship. I did hear that the weather is nice this time of year. Our stealth mission quickly ends and holy sh... Hey guys, who's down to go for a swim real quick?
Check your corners. Check those corners. Check your corners.
Okay, man, calm down. We are just an incredible squad and we clear out all the targets before finding the cargo. Oh my... Where in the fuck did that guy come from? Oh, this time he doesn't want to come. Okay, man, this game is just... But we are finally able to locate the package, which looks like a nuclear device. However...
Ready to secure package for transport.
No time, Bravo 6. 2 bogeys headed your way fast. Grab what you can and get the hell out of there.
Seems like there's people coming our way, so we grab the porn files and we gotta get out of here quick.
Bravo 6, come in. Bravo 6, what's your status?
Shit! What the hell happened? The ship's sinking! We've got to go! Now!
Bravo 6, come in, damn it.
Big Bird, this is Bravo 6. We're on our way out. On your feet, soldier! We are leaving!
The whole boat's coming down. If we don't make it, we're probably gonna die a horrible, slow, and probably cold death. Soap and the crew have to run sideways, upside down. He's doing every position in the book and...
Keep moving! Where the hell is it? Jump for it! Gotcha!
We make it onto the helicopter, and that is Soap's introduction to the SAS. The squad finds out that the papers we retrieved point to a man in the Middle East named Al-Assad as the intended buyer of the nuke. And the Middle East is exactly where we're heading, as we see through the perspective of President Yasser Al-Fulani, where we get dumped into a Ferrari and take a somewhat friendly drive around the neighborhood. We see civilians being killed, people painting on the streets. However, when we finally arrive to the location, we get knocked out and dragged in front of a camera. Are we on Twitch? But then this man with only one arm hands Al-Assad a deal eagle and he executes the president live on television. So we're heading to the Russian mountains, where our objective is to find our Russian informant Nikolai before he gets executed. Man, you little. Price and the team use the shadow of the night to sneak through the post.
So, plant some claymores in front of the door, then get their attention.
That's too much work, Captain.
Hello there.
Oh my gosh, I almost died to a handicapped man on the floor. We then meet up with Sergeant Kamarov, who is part of the loyalist Russian group, which I guess are the good Russians. And he knows where our informant is, but he won't tell us until we help out his crew, so we get out the sniper and provide covering fire for the group. Captain, get out the way, I'm trying to juggle 3 enemy grenades right here. But despite fighting with him and covering his man, Kamarov still hasn't given us the location of our informant, so then guys...
Yeah, shoot. Enough sniping! Where is the informant?
Что ты делаешь? Что с ума сошел?
Where is he?
The house! The house of the northeast end of the village!
Well, that wasn't so hard, was it? Now go and sit in the corner. So, guys, we've got to reach that house.
Man, you need to stop drinking so much vodka. How are you tired? We've been the ones helping and doing all the work. Soap and the crew locate Nikolai and cut the power to the house like it's a horror movie. We turn on our night vision goggles and take a peek at the enemy's booty in secrecy. Okay, no, what we actually do is shoot them in the head while they're terrified for their life since they can't see anything. And we find Nikolai sitting in a room. Oh my, stop. Shh, it's okay. I won't hurt you.
It's him.
Nikolai, are you all right? Can you walk?
Yes, I can still fight. Thank you for getting me out of here.
Man, you are one ugly son of a... Soap and the crew head back to the extraction zone, and now we're switching into the perspective of Sergeant Paul Jackson, an American fighting in the invasion of this Middle Eastern region, trying to find Al-Assad and capture him to restore order to the area. We get word that Al-Assad himself is currently broadcasting in a big Hollywood radio station, so we gotta go get him. And let me tell you guys, I just played through Cold War last week. Video is up, by the way. I was on the same difficulty as this game right now, but damn was it tough. One shot taken and I'm already red screened like I'm on my period. But after fighting through the sandy streets, we finally make it to the headquarters and breach in. Al-Assad, I know you're in here somewhere. But when we finally make it through to the next section, we hear his voice coming through this door and... Man, this is more empty than my ice cream cup, man. What the... Yeah, I'm angry. No more TVs for anyone. We get a new assignment and move out to the capital city, otherwise called The Bog. Yes, that's the mission's name, and it was also a multiplayer map. Seriously, one of the best names in COD history. It's said that Al-Assad is making his last stand here, and we start off by moving through some ruined buildings with the night vision. And I even saved this guy going up the stairs. You're welcome, man. Also, yeah, I'm not sure if my wall banging was that effective. I think I just want to bang something else. Lieutenant Vasquez orders Sergeant Jackson to get the javelin, so we pick up that big, long, juicy thing up and take out all the tanks on the overpass. But our friendly tank gets stuck in the bog and we have to go save it before they get overrun. The Americans fight through the night. Come on guys, we can do this. However, we can't get any help due to the amount of ZPUs around, so Jackson and the crew make their way to the anti-aircraft guns and take them out before we are finally able to plant the beacon and get that sweet air support sugar. And this should buy us enough time to repair the tank and get moving. But we're heading back to Russia where we left off with Soap, Captain Price, and the rest of the boys. However, Captain Price hears a strange sound and...
Incoming missile!
Mayday. This is Hammer 6-4. We are going down. I repeat, we are going down 2 miles south of Waypoint 5.
You're still in one piece. Get up. Yo, we need to get moving before the search parties get here.
Both our pilots die in the helicopter crash and we have to move out before we're found by any unwanted guests. The crew is gonna get some AC-130 gun support, but they gotta make their way over here, type shit. So for now, we have to move through the fields and the villages to try to avoid the gosh damn grenade spam. We hide in the grass from the spotlight and make a stand waiting for gas to open the door into Jeffrey Dahmer's basement, which he eventually does. And Nikolai, move your fat ass out the damn way, are you serious? The Soap gets to the house and...
Why is it that when I flash somebody, it's like I just slapped them in the face with a fucking napkin from a little kid's birthday?
After clearing out another post, it's back to running through the farmer's crops and trying not to die. Let me tell you, hiding inside gardens is not easy despite what you've heard. But then, by far, the hardest part of the mission was trying not to die to either the guys in the farmhouse or to the helicopter in the sky. However, we eventually make it through and blow up that annoying piece of donkey doo-doo. And then... Our own AC-130 plans to cover us all the way to the extraction zone, which we can then take control of, providing gun support for Captain Price and the rest of the crew, blowing people up, shooting people. I mean, they never stood a chance against us. But we head back to where we left off at the bog. An early morning assault, what better way to start off your day? Our friendly tank is up and working, so after we defend a counterattack from the enemy, Jackson, Lieutenant Vasquez, and the squad push into the city where there's people at every step, every angle, every story. I mean, it might as well be a geometry class up in here. Walking up the stairs and oh my goodness, that man just played knock knock grenade. Luckily, looks like we wall banged him and then the other man was distracted, so that was an easy Popeyes 2-piece. Yo, what are you doing? No, there's no way a man in a closet just put 300 rounds in us. You know, I used to be in your situation, but I came out the closet years ago, buddy. I mean, again, we clear out some buffet, Asian restaurant, whatever the heck this is, before going down the street and blowing things up. However, this is when I ran into a glitch. So I followed Lieutenant Vasquez and the crew into the crumbled building. We're facing a huge enemy tank, taking guys out one by one, but I'd say after a few minutes of just killing unlimited NPCs, I realized that nothing was changing, and when I tried to move past the tank, it would just kill me. And there was no way around this. I tried watching YouTube tutorials, walking around the back, nothing was working. This is when the realization came that I was gonna have to restart the whole mission over again. So yes, I went through the entire thing again, and this time we messed up that tank and celebrated. The squad makes it onto the helicopter to move out since we just got word about Al-Assad's position. So we start off by using the gun on the chopper that somehow shoots explosive bullets. Jackson continues to make way for our friendlies to pass through by taking out RPGs and infantries before we land and save some ground troops that were in trouble. Hey, I remember this map. It was such amazing times. We help our guys and get back on the helicopter to head out, and we hear that the Nest team located a possible nuclear device. Good thing we were getting out of here anyways, but then our friendly chopper gets hit and we decide to go try to rescue the pilot, but the man tells us if the nukes go off, we're not going to be at a safe distance. However, I'm ready to take the risk. I mean, I've had a crush on that pilot ever since I was a recruit. So we pick her up out the cockpit and take her back to the helicopter before getting the F out of here. But then we hear that there's a confirmed nuclear threat in town. Hey, can this thing go any faster? We go down with the ship along with thousands of others who lose their lives, including Lieutenant Vasquez and that pilot. However, Jackson somehow wakes up. We're still here. We can make it. Okay, well, I don't know why we're going outside. I think we fare better inside the helicopter away from the smoke, but whatever. Maybe Jackson just wanted a view before he died. We can see all the mass destruction and death of what used to be a peaceful place. We even hear some screaming in the distance, or maybe it's just the drugs. However, we eventually collapse and lose Sergeant Paul Jackson forever. Nikolai then informs us of a safe house that Al-Assad has used in the past that he may be hiding out at, because it's safe to say that he wouldn't have set off a nuke if it meant he was also gonna die, so he probably wasn't there. So Captain Price, along with some friendly Russians, search through all the different buildings trying to find Al-Assad. Hey look, I can call in air support now. Using evasive and clever maneuvers to clear out different houses, we continue to look for Al-Assad but are still unable to locate him. But finally, we go to a farmhouse all the way in the back and clear it out before Captain Price goes John Jones on us.
A name! I want his name!
Sir, it's his cell phone.
Captain Price executes Al-Assad. The man we've been after all this time is finally gone. But we then discover that he's been working with a man named Zhakaev. Yes, the guy that we saw with Al-Assad in the beginning. This is when we travel back 15 years when Captain Price was only a wee little lieutenant.
Chernobyl. Christmas for the bad guys. Even a decade later, a lot of them still used it to get their hands on nuclear material. A lot of them, including one, Zhakaev. Of course, we couldn't just let that happen. Cash for spent fuel rods. That's one hell of a recipe for destruction. It was the first time our government had authorized an assassination order since the Second World War. I was under the command of Captain Macmillian.
We begin playing through the perspective as Captain Price in the town of Pripyat, nearby to where the Chernobyl power plant disaster had took place only about a decade ago up to this point. So we follow Captain Macmillan while we are wearing our ghillie suits, just us two against the world on a stealth mission to take out Imran Zhakaev. And after passing through, we then have to take a shot on a lookout.
No, the square tower.
Oh, my bad, man.
Beautiful.
Wow, that could have been bad.
They're onto us. Open fire.
Holy sh... Okay, what do we do now, Captain? That's a lot of motherflipping dogs up in here. Oh my, get off me, you mutt. Alright, let's try that again. So after we take out 2 of the lookouts at the church, Price and Macmillan then run into a convoy of enemies patrolling around. So we have to try to blend in with the grass in our ghillie suits, trying not to get stepped on. Which, I'm not sure how they don't see me. I mean, it's not like the grass is that long, and I'm pretty sure our suits aren't even the same color. You know what? It doesn't matter. We take out a bunch of guys at the lake using synchronization, and then...
Susie. That's how it's done. Let's go.
I'm sure there was a quieter way to do that.
Stay hidden. Move up.
Hey man, you're the one looking directly at him. What are you doing? But then we see about 100 guys in front of us, yet Captain Macmillan thinks we can sneak through them. Price stays right behind him as we crawl under the trucks as cover. Somehow they're able to make it through and then take out a sniper on a building. This is when we truly see the ruins and horrors of what the Chernobyl disaster did to this place. This dog then started growling at me, so I just killed it, but then... Dude, what the Guys, please leave me alone. It was a mistake. I didn't mean it. My finger slipped. Okay, well this time I didn't shoot it in the head and we continue to make our way through the city.
Look at this place. 50,000 people used to live in the city. Now it's a ghost town. Never seen anything like it.
Yeah, I've heard that one before. Price and Macmillan eventually set up in the top floor of a hotel and wait there for nearly 3 days until Zhakaev eventually arrives for his exchange and Price waits until the right moment to take the shot.
It's now or never. Take the shot. Time to get down. I think I saw his arm fly off. Nice work, Lieutenant. We got him.
After killing Zhakaev, this helicopter then spots us, but I failed to kill him. However, this time we get him, and I tried picking up my sniper, but by the time I made it to the rope, yeah. Finally, Price and Macmillan make it out. But now it's time to fight the loud way, which isn't so easy with only a sniper. We only have 20 minutes to get to the extraction point, or else we're going to be left behind and gone forever. But as we're running away, we see...
Incoming helicopter! Sniper blaster!
Captain, we have a problem. I just realized I accidentally left my sniper back there. I swear I had it. Luckily, we were able to just shoot it down, and I ran back into the apartment looking for my sniper. When I came back out, the helicopter was crashing down on top of Macmillan's body.
Bloody hell, I can't move. Sorry, mate. You're gonna have to carry me.
Well, that's just great. Now, for the rest of the mission, we now have to carry a handicapped man as we shoot people. We go through the buildings, even seeing an old swimming pool. Hey, this is the iconic spot right here. And we eventually make it to the extraction zone, but this guy was hiding and nearly kills us. So Price and Macmillan now have to make a last stand, waiting for our helicopter to get here. It was long, it was hard, but our ride gets here, and we call it a successful mission. But moving back to about 8 hours after Al-Assad's death, we now have to make our stand in the hills. Beverly Hills. Okay, yeah. Soap and the squad try their best before we get on the minigun going crazy like Lana Rhodes. We then use the detonators to blow up the charges that we set around the hills. Soap falls back to the farm and uses the javelin to take out the incoming tanks. Our air support arrives and we sprint down the hills while we wait and then finally get extracted out this hole. However, despite us eliminating Al-Assad and shooting Zhakaev 15 years ago, as you probably guessed, while Captain Price did blow his arm off, it wasn't enough and Zhakaev still operates to this day and no one knows where he's located. However, Captain Price develops a plan after our boy Kamarov from earlier lets us know that he has the location of Zhakaev's son. And what better way to get to the father than from the son? Hey, let's go Holy Trinity up in here. So we infiltrate a small checkpoint and then switch into the enemy's uniforms. 2 hours later, the convoy of trucks arrive and wait for our orders before going ham on them. Oh shit. My bad. As we take these guys out, Zhakaev's son starts driving the Jeep and crashes into the tower. And we see him making a run for it. So Griggs and Soap chase him down.
Damn, this guy moves fast.
They follow him all throughout the outposts and buildings before we catch up to him in a 5-story Trump tower, except a Russian version. The crew sprints in, Soap takes everyone out like the G that he is, before we finally corner him on the rooftop.
No, we can't risk it. Hold your fire. So, take his weapon and restrain him.
No!
Shit, kid's got some issues.
Base plate, this is Bravo 6. Zhakaev's son is dead. We're coming up.
Now we're going to the snowy mountains of Russia, having to save Griggs, who was just kidnapped. And this is on our way to the launch station, where it's suspected that Zhakaev is about to launch some nukes or something. We make it to Briggs' door and breach in. Well, no one can see anything now. Sorry, guys. Hey, Griggs, you remind me of my friend named Bowman. Then we cut down an entire tower, getting rid of the power from the fences. Soap leads the charge through a compound, just killing everybody, including our own teammates, before we meet up with the Americans.
Inside the perimeter.
We got a problem here.
Delta 1 X-ray, we have a missile launch. I repeat, we have a missile.
There's another one.
Delta 1 X-ray, we have 2 missiles in the air.
Roger, Bravo 6. Our satellites are tracking them now. Get your team inside the facility and retake the launch control center. We're working on getting the abort codes from the Russians at this time.
Zhakaev has just launched a multitude of missiles to the United States that are projected to kill over 40 million people. So the squad heads into the launch station where they need to put in the abort codes and stop the missiles before it's too late. We head down one of these steaming holes. And so we've got about 10 minutes before tens of millions of people die. So Captain Price and Griggs fight throughout the launch station trying to make their way to the control room. We breach in and take everyone out, making it inside the control room, and Soap is tasked to enter the abort codes.
Stand by for confirmation. Stand by. Stand by. Bravo 6, all warheads have been confirmed destroyed in flight. We got a ton of debris, but most of it's landing in the ocean.
Sir, check the security feed. It's Zhakaev. He's taking off.
We're able to stop the missiles and save the United States. But our main goal now is to just get out of here and get Zhakaev if we can.
Or a glass of water like you drink, but a pint of stout.
I'm gonna have to school y'all both when we get back stateside.
Yeah, well, either way, we're stopping in London first. And I'm buying.
Well, at least the world didn't end. Hit it.
The crew gets on a truck driving on the highway trying to avoid the cars behind us. But then a Cobra helicopter comes in out of nowhere and we try to shoot it with an RPG, but it doesn't work. And oh shit. Captain Price, where are you? Yeah, it took me like 5 deaths before realizing I just had to walk forward. But we're on our own now, without helicopter support, trying to hold off the nationalist forces. And eventually the Cobra gets to us, so we don't have much life left to give. Griggs dies in front of us and we see Captain Price wounded when all of a sudden Zhakaev and 2 of his men are on the highway before he shoots Gaz in the head, our best friend. No. Then out of nowhere the Cobra helicopter blows up and Captain Price slides us the strap and we shoot Zhakaev in the head along with his men. Yeah, I almost died here. Sergeant Kamarov then comes down to provide medical support to Soap and Captain Price. While we may have lost a few friends today, we were also able to save millions. Call of Duty 4 is a dark and gritty game, but when it comes down to it, it's one of the best CODs ever made. Guys, let me know down in the comments if you want me to start covering the multiplayer and side modes like zombies or spec ops in these videos as well, or if you just want me to stick to the campaign. Thank you guys for watching, please subscribe, and have a great day.